everybody, my name is Kelly and I'm an environmental educator at the Urban Ecology Center. Today I'm going on a hike in Lake Park because I want to find a very special plant. This plant is called common plantain. Have you heard of it? If not, check it out with me. Let's go! Okay, so this plant is called common plantain because it's super common. Wait a minute, it's right here. Take a look. This here is called the common plantain. Common plantain is usually grown in disturbed areas. You can often see it in a city. A lot of times you can see it in parks like this. This is what the leaf looks like. Come closer. The leaf is very broad and it has a dark green look to it. It's not very glossy at all. And the underside is a little bit less green. It's a faded green. Alright, so you're probably wondering, how do I identify this common plantain? Around this time of year, in mid-July, the common plantain has flowered. These flowering parts are edible, so you might see this plant almost everywhere in Wisconsin. I see it all the time. But did you know that you can actually cook with this plant? If you take a close look, it looks just like spinach. It's the close cousin to spinach. The entire plant is edible. So today, we are going to go on a hike and look for common plantain so we can pick it. And then we're going to cook an amazing meal with it. Are you ready? Let's go. Okay, good. So you've gathered all of your common plantain. What you'll want to do next is cut off all of the roots. You can use scissors or a knife, but we will not be using the roots for our recipes today. You'll then want to rinse all of your leaves off. Just because these are grown outside, they're going to have a lot of dead leaves and soil and probably even bugs on them, so make sure you sort through all of that and rinse it all off. What I like to do is add apple cider vinegar. What apple cider vinegar does is get rid of the bacteria on the leaves. So I usually like to add 4 caps in and then I'll let it sit for about 15 minutes while massaging the leaves. Alright, and once you're done with that, go ahead and pick out all of the good leaves. Some of these leaves might be eaten up by bugs, so make sure you sift through and find good ones. As you can see, I'm cutting off the stems. The stems are still edible, but they can just be a little bit tough. You may notice that I didn't really make a lot. I just made enough for this video tutorial and I made enough for about 2 cups of tea. Okay, so this is the finished product. What I ended up doing is letting the tea steep for about 10 minutes. I added about a teaspoon of honey, put some lemon juice in and filled it up with
ice and water, and it was delicious. Alright, this next recipe is common plantain stuffed salmon. Now, like what I've said before, the common plantain is very similar to spinach. So when you cook it down, it really does shrink down, and you won't really have as much as you do when it's not cooked down. I ended up adding cream cheese, butter, and a little bit of water and some lemon juice to finish off this stuffing for the salmon. Alright, so you can see me cutting through the salmon. I added the stuffing, added it to foil, and put lemon right on top. I baked this at 350 for 25 to 30 minutes. Alright, so this is the finished product. I ended up making a little bit of a creamy lemony sauce on top, and I used the flowers to put right on top of the salmon. If you end up making anything with common plantain, feel free to tag us on Instagram or show us a photo. We'd love to see. Thanks for watching.